Hey, what's going on, Raider Nation? Welcome to another video for the Black and Silver Way. It is your host, Dylan. Today, we go into Chicago to play the Bears, and we get our asses handed to us, 30-12, putting us at 3-4 on the season. During this week, I had a couple weird things that came about from Josh McDaniels that didn't set us up for success for this game. We'll get into that. And during the game, there was multiple issues happening all game long, and we'll get into that as well. Ultimately, I know exactly what the fuck is wrong with this team. So let's go ahead and get into the preparation of why I think we pretty much failed from the get-go on this game. Josh McDaniels had a choice this week. Jimmy Garoppolo gets hurt like always, and he's going to be out for at least 2 weeks for a back injury. So what does that mean? Is he going to play Brian Hoyer or is he going to play Aiden O'Connell? Aiden O'Connell started for us during the Charger game. Why the hell not? He was pretty good during the preseason, and he's a rookie. Let's see what he has. No, what we're going to do last week against the Patriots, we go ahead and start Brian Hoyer. Brian Hoyer, honestly, did a bare minimum job for us. Our defense really showed up during the Patriots game, and we ended up sneaking a win against the Patriots, and it wasn't even pretty. We damn near lost that game. So this week, instead of going with Aiden O'Connell, why not? The season's already up in the air, going down the drain. Let's go ahead and see what the rookie that you drafted that looked pretty decent in the preseason and in the Charger game didn't look that terrible either. And instead, we're going to go ahead and start 15-year vet Brian Hoyer, the backup quarterback that we don't even fucking care about, that's probably going to retire at the end of the season. It doesn't even matter of why. There's no reason to start Brian Hoyer. You might as well start Aiden O'Connell and see what the hell he can do. But yesterday confirmed Brian Hoyer is going to be starting against the Bears this week with Justin Fields out. And sure enough, Brian Hoyer looked fucking terrible. Brian Hoyer was Brian Hoyer for the last 15 years. Out routes, missing routes, out routes, missing routes, check down, missing throws, check down, missing throws, throwing an interception. The guy is garbage. No vision down the field. Nothing. He got lucky during that freaking Patriot play where he bombed it over, I think it was to Trey Tucker. Either way, why would you start Brian Hoyer over Aiden O'Connell? This shit just doesn't make sense. Once Brian Hoyer couldn't get anything going for the whole fucking game, Josh McDaniels, 5 minutes left, throws in Aiden O'Connell 6-30 at that point on the scoreboard. He's like, oh, yeah, okay, now it's your turn. Go ahead and go do something. So Aiden O'Connell's trying to scramble and trying to do something, and then he ends up forcing a ball downfield and getting an interception. I mean, at the end of the day, last thing I'm going to say, and everybody knows it, our season is already getting chalked right now. Why don't we just put in Aiden O'Connell? There's no reason why Brian Hoyer should have been playing this game. He did absolutely nothing the whole game. Sure, there was a couple of catches that could have been caught. Davante Adams misses a catch, a floater into the end zone, but still, it just doesn't make sense from Josh Daniels' aspect. I don't get it. Everyone expected Aiden O'Connell to start, and Brian Hoyer is starting. It's like, dude, you fucking drafted this guy. Our season is shit right now. We don't even have a quarterback. Let this kid play. And don't even get me started on Josh Jacobs. 13 carries for 30 yards, averaging 2 yards a carry. That's the way it's been all season long. We pay this motherfucker $12 million. He has to hold out on OTAs. He holds out on training camp. And you can just clearly see it all season. I could keep talking about this every single time, but Josh Jacobs is a fucking cancer in this organization right now. Popping up the ball at the line of scrimmage for an interception, did it during the Steeler game, I believe, and then he does it again this season, this game, and he just runs into the line and falls over. Runs into the line and falls over. Cannot find holes. And you could say Josh McDaniels is the problem. You could say our passing and our offensive scheme is typical, they rush us every single time to block the run and all that shit. But when you go from the all-time rushing leader for the season to right now, nearly the lowest rushing yards the Raiders have had since 1973. At this point of the season, there's a fucking problem with the running back, and I'm sick and tired of seeing it. Brian Hoyer passes to our tight end like once or twice. It was really off the mark. Targeted Jacoby Myers a few times, just out routes every single time. Very typical routes. Same with Davante Adams. They just started plaguing Davante Adams, and he was the one that was talking about not getting the ball a lot. So it's so typical. We go out there and we literally just only pass to Davante Adams. Dude, mix it up, Josh McDaniels. You're so fucking stupid, man. It's like the play calling is just terrible. It's terrible. No stretching the ball down the field. Little dump routes, little slants. That's all we do every single game. game. It's so typical and dated. I can't stand it. And then we have Brian Hoyer doing it. Fucking let Aiden O'Connell do it, man. The one thing that the Raiders are known for doing is making rookie or no-name quarterbacks look great. And that's exactly what happened today. Tyson Bagent ended up starting over Justin Fields today due to an injury. And sure enough, puts up a good game against us. Plays smart, ends up rolling out, making some plays with his feet. Made a couple good passes when he needed to make a pass. I think he had a touchdown. They had a couple for, rushing. And then they also got a pick 6 against Brian Hoyer. Overall, our defense could not stop this offense at all. And the reason why is because they were just running the ball down our throats. There was literal 2 possessions back to back where they scored, and the possessions in total took 14 minutes, a whole damn quarter. And that's something that these teams, when we end up losing so far this year, they have long drives and they're able to actually convert points at the end of these long drives. I mean, I think damn near one of those drives was like 16 plays for like 8 minutes, and they end up scoring on that. So when you have a team that's able to just chip away, and just continual dump out and just keep just inching the ball down the field and wasting it down with clock management, that's going to put a big stress on your offense. And we don't even have a damn quarterback or an offense that really works right now. So it's clear to see that we lost 12-30. Right at the end, Aiden O'Connell gets put in, and we end up driving down the field after he threw an interception, and he gets a touchdown to Jacoby Myers right at the end. We don't get a 2-point conversion because Hooper falls down and he just falls down on the route. But overall today was a really, really painful game to watch. Even Daniel Carlson misses another field goal again, which is really creeping me out because that guy's automatic. He was on a hot streak for damn near 50 kicks like a year ago, and missed one last week, and now he misses one again this week. So that's also weird to see. But overall, this is the main issue of our team. It's Josh McDaniels, guys. I'm 100% convinced the coaching staff on this freaking team right now is absolutely terrible. And it's funny because in the early 2000s, like 2010, when we were going through that rough patch, Al Davis dies, we still were able to be an 8-8 team. Tom Cable, Hugh Jackson, then Dennis Allen comes in, and shit just got downhill again. And it's the same kind of vibe I'm getting from Josh McDaniels. We're doing stupid decisions, cutting people that we don't need to cut, not signing people we need to sign. It's just over and over and over. I'm sick of it. I know everybody's sick of it, and we deserve much better than this. Josh McDaniels is the one reason why this organization will not be successful for years to come. He is absolutely terrible with decision making. Let me give you an example. We're down 3 touchdowns. We took 18 plays nearly to get down to 1st and goal. We were on the 5-yard line. Instead of us actually going for it, we're down 3 touchdowns, and there's still about 10 minutes left in the game. This guy kicks a field goal with Daniel Carlson and gets it to 6 points. He gets 3 points instead of going for it with 5 yards left. It doesn't make sense, man. These are stupid mistakes from a stupid coach. Well, next weekend, we're going to have to go into Detroit and play the Lions. They're actually leading their division right now at 5-2, but they're coming off a pretty hard loss against the Ravens. But either way, that's a really good team, a much better team than the Chicago Bears, and we're going to be playing in Detroit. If Aiden O'Connell does not start for this game and it's Brian Hoyer again, clearly Josh McDaniels needs to get socked and fired. He already does right now, but I can't even understand the logic of why we will be starting Brian Hoyer. Today was a very painful game to watch. We have nothing to lose. We might as well start the rookie and just see what he has at this point. It does not matter. Right now we're 3-4. Like I said, going to go into Detroit next week, and then we have the Giants, we have the Jets after that. It's just very painful. Very painful season. This was a very painful season last year. It's just not getting any better. Like I said, clearly it's a coaching problem. I'll see you guys on the next video. If you agree or disagree, comment down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.